Why? Because
I would
there's
like to thank
only
Ashton Lewis for sending me this
1.8
story coming from
million
Atlanta Black Star. That is,
active black
we going to Baltimore, y'all,
active military
but we're going to a different part of
personnel.
Baltimore. We're
When it
going
comes
more
to
so
black
to
people in the
the county
military,
part of
you only
Baltimore,
have
where we're
about a
headed to
representation of about
Goucher College.
140,000.
And I think I've heard of Goucher College before. Maybe somewhere in passing, but anyway, the person in this picture, his name is Finn Ajani Arthur, and he's 21 years old, and he was arrested in a connection to some racist graffiti that he spray painted on some black people's doors. I think he spray painted some
So that's
stuff on some Latino
my point.
people's doors. So you already know where his mindset is at. And he blamed the reason as to why he did
Part
it
of the
because he has
military,
some pent
and
up
you've won
anger.
wars for the military of whatever nation that you
Let's
find
go ahead
yourself
and
in.
get
You
into
could
this
have won the
article.
nation itself.
A student attending
You look
Goucher
at the
College in
land.
Baltimore,
This is
Maryland, was
why
apprehended
we
on
talk about
Thursday
freedom
evening
of
after his apparent
politics,
involvement in two
women
incidents
who are
of overt
women who
racist
are
graffiti
overrepresented in
plastered on the
society.
college campus.
Who is the
21-year-old
president
Finn Ajani Arthur
of any
was
college
charged with
again?
2 counts of malicious destruction of
It's over
property after graffiti and
100,000
swastikas were
kids
discovered
entrusted to the
inside one of the
military in
college
the
dorm's room
decade
in a
ago.
bathroom stall.
Say we all
Baltimore
rise
County
because
Police
that
said on
nigga, we
Friday
got
that
that
the
critical
biracial
mass of
miscreant
black men, the millionaires
confessed to
now
writing the racially
in the
charged
military,
graffiti. Oh, hold on now.
right?
It says the
You got
biracial
black women
miscreant.
that have
So it
fought
makes
in
you
the
wonder, what in
in
the
the blood
world is he mixed with?
apparatus. Now,
Like,
politics
y'all
doesn't
let me
judge
know in the
race.
comments what you think he's
Correlation
mixed with. And
between
I swear to
money
God, if he is mixed with
people
black,
going to the military.
we already don't
Politics requires money, but you
we
can
don't
also
claim
be
him. I don't give a damn, because anybody who has quote unquote black in them and can do something like this against another
75%
black
of the
person,
black community's economic
well, let's
wealth.
just put it this way:
That
if
means you
he
should be
is
able to put
indeed
whoever the fuck
mixed
you
with
want
and he has a
in the
little bit
school
of
boards,
a deeper
into the
melanin
governor's
in him, like,
office,
you know,
into your
someone like
district
myself,
attorney, into your sheriff's
then
department.
I already know how
That's
my
what they
comments are
want.
going to tear him a new one. I already know. Goucher College administrators said graffiti directed at black and Latino students was discovered on Thursday morning on a second floor dormitory bathroom stall. The racist drawings included swastikas, KKK letters, and appeared to include the last names of 4 black students, including Arthur himself. Oh, so now we know. So now we
They
know
never thought
by
to
him including himself in
they
that.
never thought to think of it this way.
During the student's bail
They
review,
always
the
thought they needed to
judge
fight the
asked him why
system
he listed
from
his own name
outside.
in the racist graffiti. He responded that he had a lot of
He has
built up
to fight the
anger with no
system
way
from
to vent on
inside the
campus. When
system.
asked what
How
caused
can
him
you
to
do
commit the
that?
second
By
graffiti incident,
making
he replied he had been drinking
people
and just
the
did something
majority in
dumb.
those
Okay,
institutions,
I'm confused.
making
No,
your
I'm not
people the
confused. I'm
majority of
convinced.
teachers,
What
making your
I'm
people the
convinced that
majority
this
of sheriffs,
individual was
making
probably
your
raised
people
by
the
the white parent.
majority of police,
He is
making your
literally
people
acting
the
out how most
majority
white
of
students will
military.
when it comes to doing something like this. This guy needs to be in jail, because who knows what kind of stuff he's going to do next. Notice I say he needs to be in jail.
Well, the
That's
sheriff in any
uh
state that you go to,
literally me
the sheriff
preluding
is the
into
highest
what's to come with this article.
officer in the land.
Yes, because you have to have one per state constitution.
The first incident, which took place on November 14th inside the same dormitory, but this time the graffiti included a swastika symbol, a racially motivated threat, in 3 dormitory room numbers which were occupied by black male students, written in permanent black marker. The vice president and dean of Goucher College, Brian Coker, denounced the offensive
No, in
acts
fact,
and scolded the Baltimore
the
County Police
sheriff
for not
is
charging the
the only
21-year-old
one that
student
can
with
veto
a
the
hate
mandate.
crime. So even though he did all of this twice, they didn't charge him with a hate crime either time. They just let it skate on by. I'm telling you right now, this guy, keep a close look on him. He's going to do something very malicious in the future that's going to cost somebody their life or lives, because it might be more than one casualty. These acts of hate have consumed our community, and we feel strongly that the suspects should be prosecuted with the strongest charges which reflect the seriousness of these crimes. Well, I have to give it to the vice president and the dean of the college. At least he wants something done, because some will just let that just sweep right under the rug. Officer Jennifer Peach, a spokeswoman for the police department, said there's no specific charge for a hate crime in Maryland, according to the Baltimore Sun. Now, really pay attention to what she just said. And let me take you back to another incident that happened. Let's remember with Sean Urbanski, which I'm still keeping tabs on. There hasn't been any update that has come lately, because, and trust me, I've been looking, but there hasn't been anything recently. Probably in about a month or so. Who killed Richard Collins III at the University of Maryland College Park last year, right before he was set to graduate from Bowie State University. That they are literally still trying to push for him to not get charged with a hate crime. And the reason being is because if they can charge him with a hate crime, that can open up the doors for more hate crimes to, not hate crimes themselves, but the charges of hate crimes to follow. That's a charge that a lot of states try to veer away from, because that's almost like getting hit with, say if a murder is involved, that's almost worse than getting hit with first degree murder. To be quite honest, when you think about it, if you can get someone on a hate crime, that's almost, like I said, that's about as worse as first degree murder. That's like knocking first degree down to the second degree level. And that's what they're trying to avoid. Or like Dylan Roof. Before that, South Carolina did not have a hate crime law as shocking as that is, considering it is South Carolina. So they are trying their hardest not to hit this guy with a hate crime law. And it's amazing what they'll do to not reimagine, but to rewrite what is deemed a hate crime law and which one is not. Now, I'm willing to bet you that if this guy looked a little bit more darker, even though they say he's biracial, they will hit him with all kinds of charges and say it was reverse racism.
Look at all these smart, beautiful black.
Which I'm shocked they didn't hit him with, since they say he's biracial. She said there's no such law that says hate crime has to do with sentencing if the hate is the motive. Oh, be quiet. That sounds like a bunch of BS. According to authorities, Arthur was released on his own recognizance following a bail review hearing on Friday. Goucher College public safety officials partnered with Baltimore County Police and the Federal Bureau of Investigation Baltimore field office during there and found that both racist incidents committed on the college were committed by Arthur. Arthur's parents reportedly told the news station, "We are surprised by this. He has not exhibited this type of behavior." Of course, he's not going to show it around you. You're his parents. He's going to do it when you're not around. But now that you know that he is, y'all might want to sleep with one eye open, because he might be standing over your bed one night while you sleeping and might try something. But yeah, this stuff right here doesn't catch me as surprising as whatsoever. But the fact that he's in the same state as me, even though Baltimore for me is about 45 minutes away, keep his ass all the way up there. Don't try to come down to this area. And I highly doubt that he's from here. Like, he looks like he's from the suburbs. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one. And if this guy truly is biracial like they say he is, then ladies and gentlemen, I present to you another tragic mulatto.